1, 2.
All right. Today we have Andy Eggert on. So I'm really excited about this podcast. Andy has been around since 2013.
Yeah.
2013. So
November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to, I might repost one of those old original videos. That was really, really instrumental in blowing the gym up. I remember Andy made kind of a long form commercial for us that we shot over about a year, and we dropped it in 2014, and it was probably the highest quality.
Was that
one.
the black and white one?
It was.
Oh my gosh.
So that one was probably one of the highest quality CrossFit affiliate videos. It was definitely the highest quality one I had ever seen. And HQ actually wanted to post it, but I think we had a
music issue.
We had a music issue where we had a popular song, and Andy we're just getting started with all that. He's like, oh shoot, copyright.
Yeah, I think it was a M83 song.
Yeah, Midnight City.
Yeah. Which was huge at the time. And the music is so big.
It is.
Like, that makes or breaks the beast.
Well, now you can post songs like that. Instagram I think they give them money or something for it. So now it's different.
You can post a song that's 30 seconds long.
Yeah.
But after that, you have to pay for it, and it's not cheap.
No.
Any song for 30 seconds now. Is it any song you can post?
Any song for 30 seconds.
Okay. Oh,
and then
yeah,
after that, good luck.
Yeah. Well, at least you got that, because I remember just like a year or two ago, the music selection you had, was like, yeah, I know why I can do this song. No one else wants it.
Yeah, this is bad. When you have those stock songs, it's like a million things you can kind of pick from. You pay I'm sure you have access to those. And
yeah, the best music website I go to is called The Music Bed.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I remember me and Mike combing through them for highlight videos and things.
Yeah.
Now with Instagram again, where you can you can use some licensed music from popular artists.
Yeah.
Like you can do that now. It's not it's not as big of a deal, but kind of getting back to when you were starting, you went to OU.
Yeah.
And were you a photography major? Is that what was your major?
I majored in video production.
Okay.
And a minor in film.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, that makes sense.
Which most of my class does not do video now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm sure it's just an industry that's hard to make it. Like, few people do, right? Or to do full time or make enough money.
Yeah, a lot of people, I graduated in 2010. A lot of people went to New York or LA.
Yeah.
And Columbus just kept me. Like, I was planning on going to New York. I didn't.
Okay.
That's where my cousin,
who
I think he may have visited you guys, Robert Kaplan.
Yeah.
Yep. And he was a really successful photographer, videographer, who was a few classes ahead of you. I think he graduated in 2005.
He shot the White House stuff, right?
And he did a lot of like stuff for AP, be it the World Series, the Super Bowl. He did. He was Justin Bieber's. He did a tour with him. Yeah. So did some like pretty high profile stuff for a while.
Yeah.
And was doing that right out of school because he had built quite a name while he was at OU.
Okay.
So he kind of came out hot, went straight to New York City.
And sometimes that happens.
Yep.
How does that happen in school?
He had already got a lot of big pictures like in Sports Illustrated and in National Geographic before he had even graduated.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like, when you post stuff in big magazines, for his instance, you're doing it. Like, you're doing it. So.
Yeah.
Is that for like projects for school that he would do that, or he just
he was doing it on his own.
Okay.
And he had he had started really young. He started in high school, so by the time he had some real craft to it already by the end of college. He really knew what he was doing and was like could get in there and
each person has a look.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of finding that look and what age do you find it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't find my look till I was like I was 28, 29.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you feel like your look is?
So I do video. I do documentary video mostly.
Yep.
Right. Brand stories as well. And my look, right now we Zoom a lot because it's in, right? But that's a good question.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is my look? I always shoot stuff in log, which log is like no color.
Okay.
And I always add color later. So it's a matter of getting into geeky stuff now, node structures and all that. But yeah, back when I made the CrossFit Grandview video black and white one, the reason I made it black and white because color was such a pain in the butt.
Okay.
Yeah, it was such a pain, and color temperature, like, good luck.
Just to get it right.
Yeah, like at CrossFit Grandview, the last location, it was hard to do.
We didn't have very good lighting there, so
Yeah, black and white looks better anyway.
we had like
Yeah.
minimal. It was like warehouse lighting, and then we ended up losing like our skylights.
Yeah,
the
when
roof
those
was leaking.
skylights were gone, I was like, oh.
Yeah, the lighting was tough. We did get, I think we replaced some lights at some point, but
The lighting here is pretty good.
it is. And it's all new lighting here. But then, you moved on and did like some kind of evergreen commercials that I still use that are all from there. And they're kind of stale at this point, but they're so good.
Yeah.
They were so
you.
damn good that like I still use them and they still float around.
I take a long time, and like, I think the piece is better that way, but it takes me a while.
Yeah.
Like I shoot it and then I sit,
Yep.
and I come back and I sit, and then I'm like, oh, that idea, let's go with it.
Yep.
So
Just wait till you feel it.
yeah. So
coming into CrossFit, how did you get turned on to it? Who was it? Tyler Ferricks?
Tyler
Okay.
Ferricks, he was on the last podcast. You brought him up, right?
Yep.
Tyler Ferricks and I were friends, and I think we were at a bar having a drink, and he's like, dude, do CrossFit. I'm like, okay.
We've
And-
planted him.
And my roommate at the time also came to the gym, but a month before me.
Okay.
I was like, okay, whatever. And then I got hooked so hard.
Yeah.
I think I brought in like 10 members at one time. Like, I was hooked.
That was such a cool time because there wasn't much inside the outer belt, and
No, there wasn't.
so this is where, especially from what I saw from a business standpoint, I always wanted to move it into this kind of part of the city because I would come and hang out with my buddies here.
Yeah.
And people, when they get off work, they don't want to, necessarily like get on the highway and drive like, 25 miles outside of the outer belt to like go to a CrossFit
I didn't
gym.
want to.
No. So when I got it in here, I was scared because I knew I'm moving my gym 30 miles away, maybe 25 miles away. It was pretty
Was
far.
that far?
It was pretty far.
Yeah, Gehenna to Grandview
Yeah.
is far.
It was pretty far.
Yeah.
Especially once you got off the highway, then you still had
Yeah,
to drive
'cause you
another
had, like,
3 or 4 miles. But it was, and now they have at least like, I think they built like a cut through road.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
But before you had to like just jog around. It was another 10 minutes after you got out of the highway. Pain in the ass to get to our old spot. But I got here, I was really scared because I'm like, we're gonna bleed off half these members after a month or two because they're not gonna want to make that drive. But guys like you, Tyler, like they just started to like, we were putting on, 10, 15 members a week, like,
Oh, dude, the growth was crazy when I was there.
Yeah,
It was,
it was wild.
huge.
It was too big, actually, where I feel bad a little bit for maybe people who,
They like the old rogue.
or
They would
not.
always
It's
say that,
it's
yeah.
not even so much that it's that
Yeah.
that you had so many people coming in that like if it was like Andy was athletic, he picked things up really fast.
Yeah.
He had good eye-hand coordination. But if you needed a little more time, like we put you through 3 elements classes. It was a group elements, and you get kicked into. We didn't have as many classes on the schedule. You get kicked right into like a lot of people in a big class. So I learned a lot from like how to scale the business. And
Well,
like how
I'll never forget my first time lifting a barbell. Like I was a runner before, right?
Did you do cross country or track or?
In high school, I did cross country and track. I was at 800 guys, sort of crazy. Like it's not.
That's the worst race.
Yeah, like you got to sprint the whole time. The first 400, you go paced, and the second is all out.
Awful.
But yeah, I did running, and then I got burnout. I was so tired of running like the same routes. Like, I don't know. I did it for like 9-10 years, and I was like, oh, I'm done.
Like competitively.
No, he's just talking about
just
going on
run.
runs for exercise.
Like 10 years.
Gotcha.
Just doing the same routes over and over
Yeah,
again.
like my parents' house and then my house. And I would always think I'd move, get a new route. I would love it. 5 runs in, I'm like, this is trash.
Drew said the same thing. That's like kind of what led him into
he was a runner too.
CrossFit last week. So you got into CrossFit, and I remember you doing, it took, you built steadily for years, but I remember some really cool numbers. Like, did you clean 300 pounds or 275?
295.
295.
Never got
okay,
to
right in the
300.
middle of that. Okay.
Yeah.
You were right. I remember you cleaning, like, I was like, I saw it because I was there. And I remember being like,
at the old gym, I had a spot next to the garage door. I used to go the 4:30 class every day, probably 5 or 6 days a week. Back in, what was that? Probably 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I went every 5-6 days a week.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I just remember you cleaning a house. I was like, okay. And your leg strength is really
my leg strength has always been strong. I grew up playing soccer, basketball, till 8th grade or so. So yeah,
I remember you could back squat quite a bit. Like you're just a very, very strong lower body strength.
My upper body, questionable.
We all have our strengths and weaknesses. So,
when did you meet your wife?
So we met in 2013, December 11th.
Okay.
2013.
I feel like you guys were like more newly dating when you joined, right?
Yeah, I joined and then I met her.
Yeah, you were already. I remember you completely single for a little bit, a short period of time.
Was it 2013? Yeah, December of 2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then she came. She tried it out for a little while too, right?
Yeah, she came for like a year or two.
Yeah, she was here for a couple.
Yeah.
She was there for a few years. She worked with Julie too with the
I
body
think
biz.
we were on
Yep.
opposite schedules by that time. But
That was back before kids. You guys know that.
Yeah.
So.
And you have, how many kids do you have now?
I have 2.
2.
My son is 7. His name is Dawson. And I have a 4-year-old daughter named Eliza.
Yeah, you're just lagging like 2 years behind us exactly with both kids. So
you guys are at Barrington, right?
Yep.
And then we're at Tremont.
Okay. Cool.
So I want to fast forward. You're cranking, like everyone, there's some ebbs here and there where like you would get really busy with work and you were traveling a lot for a while.
Dude.
And so that was a part of your journey, you know?
Yeah. I was traveling a lot. Like in 2018, I didn't need to be in Columbus. Like I was gone on a flight every other week. I was gone all the time. It was crazy.
Yeah. And that was before you had kids as well, right?
So my son was born in February of 2018.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that same year,
Yeah.
you had your son and you were.
Because that's when I remember you
Yeah.
dropped. Like I remember
That
a bit of
would
a
be
drop
tough.
off where
Yeah.
like you started traveling. You had your son.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
that's when I had my son. I was like, between work, that something had to give, and it was this. So
Sure.
yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you gotta make a living and you gotta raise a kid.
I want to say I peaked in 2017 and then came down a little bit.
So you could ride that out a little in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did too.
So
I know. Same. Same.
yeah.
So you eventually found a bit of a rhythm again. Maybe not quite the 5-6 days a week, but you were certainly, getting in a few days a week.
Yeah.
COVID.
Yep. COVID happened.
And then what I want to get into a little bit is what happened recently.
Yeah.
Where you had a pretty big medical scare.
Yeah.
Okay, so more recently you had a pretty bad medical scare.
Yeah.
Let's get into that a little bit and kind of how that's been.
Yeah. So it was February 12th of 2025. And I was going to work. My wife and I have a company. We focus on video mostly. We have a creative agency that we, run. It's called Playset. And so Bath and Body Works is a client of ours. I was going down Lane Avenue, the 315 to go on the west side. It was the second day of my shoot. It was the Mother's Day shoot on top of it. The first day went great. And then I was driving, talking to one of my friends, and next thing I know, I had a stroke.
So you were on Lane.
I was on Lane. So you know where like the Starbucks on Lane is?
Yeah.
Like right around there.
Yep.
Okay.
How did you feel? Like what was like how
So-
what was the sensation of it? Like what were you experiencing?
I was like, it felt like vertigo
Oh.
at first. I don't know if I had an official stroke right there, but I had something
Something was
happen.
going on.
Yeah, something was going on. So I pulled into Fisher Commons in the handicap spot. I'm like, I have a brand new truck. I'm driving. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
Yeah.
So I called the producer. I was like, I'm probably going to be late. I don't feel good. And she's like, okay, all good. And then I called my wife at, it was probably like 8 a.m., which is like a super busy time for her.
Dropping the kids off, right?
Yeah, like super busy. I was like, I don't feel good. She's like, what? I'm like, I don't feel good. And so she had just dropped off my son, and my daughter was in the back seat, and my wife and daughter have my location. On my iPhone, we share Find My.
Yep.
So my wife came to me, and I rode with her back to the house. I live like only a mile from there. I live close to the high school of UA. And like I laid down on my couch. I didn't feel good. And then my neighbor.
You just didn't know what you're like. What the heck's going on?
No, I had no clue. It was weird. Like it was strange.
And that wouldn't be something, at, I don't know, what were you, 35 years old or something that you would be thinking was going to be happening to you,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
So my neighbor was at work, and my wife texts my neighbor, and she's a speech therapist.
Okay.
So she knows what's up. And she talked to one of her best friends who is a physical therapist. And they said, go to the hospital right now.
Because was your wife here? Were you starting to speak weird or talk? in a way that like was alarming to her that she could describe to them, or?
Yeah. So at Fisher Commons, I started throwing up clear, which is not normal.
So what does that mean with the clear?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not a food that's just like whatever.
Yeah,
you only have water in your stomach, and
I'm just trying to
it's
think
probably
why
water.
Yeah.
But I just had coffee.
Yeah. That's like something else. Okay.
Yeah, it was weird. So long story short, I went home. And then my wife drove me to the hospital. I could have taken an ambulance. I was not feeling good at all.
Yep.
But yeah, so long story short, I went to the hospital and my wife and my dad were both there. And I was in the ER and they let me out of the car and put me in a wheelchair. I couldn't walk.
Oh, by that time. Okay.
By that time.
So it had like progressed. So you think maybe you had like several strokes, or one was smaller to begin with, or
it was probably a small stroke, like a TIA, it's called, and then a big stroke. So my wife got me out of the car in the wheelchair and pushed me in, and I checked in, and I got in triage, and I blacked out.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Once they started doing all this stuff.
I heard ringing in both ears, like both ears had ringing, and I was like, I was gone. Wow. So like, it was February 12th, 13th, and 14th. I have no clue what happened. No clue.
Did they put you in a coma, or were you just
They
out?
did not.
Okay.
I was just out of it.
Yep.
My wife said so what happens when you have a stroke when you're younger, your brain, right, is bigger. So there's nowhere for it to go. When you're older, your brain can go places. So
because it swells, is that
correct?
Okay.
So it just fogs you right out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
is it almost like more dangerous when you're younger?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you don't really hear of that happening too much.
Yeah, the chances, like, I put it this way, what happened to me is like getting hit by lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they said
you hear of it, but you don't know anyone that gets hit by lightning.
Yeah. Yep. And you mentioned this via text, and I wanted to ask you about this, but you feel like it was maybe related to you like cracking your neck just that morning, or was it like a chronic, like you would kind of adjust your neck like yourself?
Yeah, I think it was that. But you know, the stroke doctor was hounding my wife, like, did he go to Cairo the day before and crack your neck? Like, because, you know, cracking your neck at Cairo's, people sometimes
they get too aggressive or
make a mistake,
make a mistake. And then I've heard stories of people being on the table calling an ambulance. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
but they saw something like structurally there in your neck that caused the stroke.
Yeah. So I had a vertebral artery dissection.
Oh.
So you have two veins right here you don't see, and they go to your brain, right?
Okay.
And my left vein had an issue. So I had there was a small clot on this vein I didn't know about. And then it went to my cerebellum. You have two cerebellums. I lost my left one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so could any of this be just kind of like something you were born with you didn't know and that just exhibited?
That's a great question.
Yeah. I think about that all the time, just like, not to make it about me at all, but like I'm blind in my left eye and both my retinas were detached. It was like that same year we were talking about, 2017. And we always go back to, should I maybe not have had surgery? Because those surgeries, the one surgery led to 4 surgeries and I'm blind anyway. But they're like, well, hey, both your retinas are detached. And this one they lasered on, but this one they did surgery on. I'm like, maybe that was just the way I was supposed to be. Maybe they were just a little detached, and that's normal.
Now I have more empathy than before, right?
Yeah.
And I think that every person is going to have something in their life that's going to, define them or kill them. Like that's the reality.
Just like a little chink in the armor someplace. Yeah.
It'll happen when you're 89 or 37.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you're not escaping it.
No,
and you don't have a family history of.
No.
Yeah.
So lead me through. Okay, so you come out of this.
Yeah.
Okay, they've got you stabilized. They've got things like where I remember talking to Tyler actually about this.
Tyler was a huge supporter.
So Tyler was in there early. He's like, "Hey, I just want to let you know this happened to Andy." He's okay. He's got a bit of a road ahead of him.
So I go to 6:30 usually.
Yep.
6:30 a.m. And there's one girl, Jill, I know in that class, and she assumed I was like not coming. And then I came back. She's like, "What happened? Where have you been?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I got to tell you." But
wow.
So lead us through just a little bit, like briefly.
Yeah.
You get stabilized, and then it's like, okay, your life's not in immediate peril now, but you've got some shit you've gotta sort through and work out and rebuild.
So
can I ask one more question about
of course.
What do they do for you then? Once you have they just need to stop the bleeding, right? That's what they do.
Once I was in the hospital, the ER, you have 4 hours to have a clot buster, right? And a clot buster thins your blood.
Okay.
So it's like water.
Okay.
And my wife had to say yes or no to the clot buster.
Because it's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Okay.
So it can kill you.
Oh, wow. God, that would be so tough.
she's like, "I don't know what to do." And then she asked my dad. My dad's like, "Do it."
Oh, that's good that he was there to help her with that decision.
Yeah. Because it was alarming for everyone.
Right.
Right. So so I got a clot buster.
Did that help you avoid a surgery?
Yes.
Okay. So they didn't have to crack your head open?
They didn't. They talked about it though.
Yeah.
So I'll get there. So I woke up and I was like, "What's up, babe?" Like nothing ever happened. And I couldn't hear out of my right ear. I was like, "Oh, that's weird." And my hand was like not the same. My dominant right hand was not the same. I was like, "Oh."
Like you could feel it, right? Like you couldn't feel it, or like you were just trying to do anything with it, or
yeah. So like I could feel my arm, but my hand, the dexterity was like gone.
Okay.
Yeah. So I woke up in the ICU. I was there for 9 days.
Were you scared immediately, or were you just kind of confused? Like,
no, I was just happy-go-lucky. Like I was this person in a hospital room. Like whatever you got to do it. And like that's not normal usually. Like I don't know. I was like whatever. And so the stroke doctor there was like, "We're gonna watch and maybe do surgery." Make more room for your brain.
Yeah.
Because you're younger and it has
it swells and that kind of thing. So
but you were able to avoid it.
Yeah, so I didn't have surgery, which was great.
Yeah,
and they were just monitoring like how much room there was, like
correct.
How much pressure.
Yeah. And like I didn't care. I was like, whatever saves my life, do it. I don't care. But like being bald, 3 bald guys. But yeah, being bald, there'd be a scar there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I was like, I don't care.
Sure. Do you feel like you were just happy to be alive at that point?
Oh, I was so happy.
Like you just had an intuition of how close to death you were?
Yeah, I should have died.
Did you have a near-death experience? Or anything you can remember?
I thought I was dead when, I heard ringing and then I fell back in my wheelchair and was like.
So in your mind, you that was what
that was
happening.
It.
Yeah. So when you woke up, you're just like, man,
I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But you don't remember anything. You didn't have.
No, Like
yeah,
I woke up and
some people, yeah.
I was just talking to my wife like any other day. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
Wow.
So I wanted you to walk us through like what it's been like since. So a lot of rehab, working your way back physically, mentally, getting back. I mean, again, your job is not like something that is, you got to be really mentally sharp. A lot of money involved in your job and like the stuff that you're doing.
Yeah.
Like you were really physically fit. Coming back from that to full functionality there's a lot of steps, and it's still a process that you're working through. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, like, I was in the ICU for 9 days. Tyler Frericks came to see me. My best friends all came to see me. In the ICU, you can only have one visitor at a time.
Yep.
But yeah, I was just in a hospital bed. I had to relearn to walk.
But you could speak. You could speak right away, right? You said you're okay.
Yeah. My wife said in the ICU, I would say something and do this, and I don't recall doing that because I think that you're in your brain, you're speaking, but your mouth is not moving.
Okay. Just like a delayed.
Yeah.
And do you? Well, that might be because your brain was still swollen or something.
Yeah.
Probably.
So my grandfather had a stroke, and he would a extremely severe one that left him in a wheelchair for the rest of his life, and complete paralysis. And he would talk, but his words didn't come out as like any recognizable English. But it was almost like someone who was just speaking like complete gibberish, but in a like the inflection was like he was talking like and so that's how he would sound.
It's kind of how toddlers are.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like toddlers, right? That's,
you're like just refining that whole.
Yeah.
So speech, you still had to work on your speech coming out. It wasn't like it was coming to you super.
No, I still have to work on my speech. Like, so I was at the hospital ICU for 9 days. And then I went to Dodd Rehabilitation Center for 7. Tyler came there, left me a note. Thank you, Tyler. And every day I had visitors. There I went to PT, which is physical therapy. I had occupational therapy and speech therapy.
Okay.
And
so that was like your all day, every day.
Yeah. And I was 38 then, and most people are, 75 in there.
Yeah.
So
kind of like
it was
when I was going in
weird.
for my eye surgery. I'm like, no one here that's losing their vision from retinas. Like,
you're 40 years younger than everyone who's in there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's what they said. But yeah, I did that every day. They had a hour-long schedule for PT, hour-long schedule every day for OT, and speech. So
yeah. How long before you went back to work? And did you ever feel like I might not be able to do what I was doing before?
I was determined to go back to work right away. I was awesome. I was in the ICU talking about work. like
I was on my way to work. I have a project. Yeah.
A guy filled in for me because my wife called him. He was like, I'm not doing anything. Like, I can go right now. Yeah. I'm like, so he saved the day.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So between now you get out of rehab, you get back to work, and now getting back to exercising and CrossFit, which now you've been doing for months now. And I've had you're able to come to some of my noon classes here and there. And so I've seen you from the first day to now, like it's been a nice, smooth, steady progression where you're getting better, a little stronger.
When I learn something, like at the third time I get it. Like not at first, I like jumping rope. Oh my gosh. It was such a challenge.
The timing with everything.
Yeah. Like doing single unders. Oh my gosh, it's so hard.
Yeah. Well, this is probably good for you in a lot of ways,
Yeah,
like
therapy,
almost like a therapy. Yeah.
Yeah. So after, I think it was about a week I had at home, I went to Ohio Health, the UA rehab place on 5-star. And then I had speech therapy there, occupational therapy, and physical therapy. And the physical therapist was like, she's like, you don't need this. Like, the only reason you're here is to move and slow down, the healing process of that vein. It takes 3 months to heal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you just had to be very careful with yourself for that 3 months?
Yeah.
And what were the big things to avoid?
So I can't go on a roller coaster.
Okay.
I can't paint a ceiling because you're looking up too long.
Yeah.
Anything I don't have control over, I probably shouldn't do.
Even like a boat ride where it's like real.
Boats are pretty good, but if someone's gonna be crazy like Megan's uncle, I'll tell him he knows the story.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was there. So I did Ohio Health for like 3 months, 4 months. It was a thing. I came back to the gym in July, I think.
Yep.
And you'll love this, but the second week after my stroke, I was at Dodd and I was in PT. I was like, I think I'm ready for CrossFit. Just talking to the girl. She's probably thinking, oh, sure.
But no, he's came back.
You can't even tie your shoes.
Oh, dude. When I had to relearn to tie my shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the fine coordination with two hands doing one thing,
Yeah. So losing this hand and this ear. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to figure out how to do the like you said, running. So it's both legs got to coordinate together, jumping rope or, tying shoes is not an easy
Still
activity,
to this day, my brain, sometimes I have good days and bad days. And sometimes my brain does like this and moves a little bit. But yeah.
So have you used, is your left hand now more dominant? Like, do you have a right? Okay. I wondered if you write with your left hand.
Before I was could use both hands pretty well, but my dominant hand was my right. But writing with my right hand is still a thing. Using my right hand, I played beer pong at a Christmas party using my right hand, but I don't know how to play beer pong with my left. So
yeah.
Probably feels
so
weird.
very dominant things like that you've done your whole life with your right hand. That still is maintained, but you do probably find yourself feeling a little stronger on that left side than before.
Yeah, correct. And my occupational therapist had me take a strength test at the very beginning and the very end. This hand is super strong. The dexterity, questionable.
Still needs work.
Yeah.
But we've been working in class. You showed me alternating pistols, full depth. You can do full depth.
Yeah, I can still do pistols.
Way better than I can.
Yay.
So his skills are coming back. He's getting back there.
And it's not even been a year.
Not even.
So the doctor says it takes 6 to 18 months to recover. I think it's a lifelong thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, I can see time's running out, but I wanted to ask you, how do you feel like this has changed your outlook on life?
Every day I wake up so appreciative that life is here for me. I'm so I want to walk my daughter down the aisle one day. That's the first thing I thought of was I want to walk her. I want to see my kids get older. You know?
Yeah.
So I get emotional about that.
I mean, I'm getting emotional hearing you talk about it. Yeah. Do you feel like it's helped you kind of let the small stuff go.
Yeah, like small stuff. I used to be like, do this, do that, do that. And now I'm like, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It doesn't really matter. Most
Yeah,
things.
like most things don't matter. Yeah, it's crazy. I got a hearing aid from Costco for this year. So because of fitness, my speech therapist at Ohio Health, I woke up, I had a stroke, and this ear was 0%, right? I couldn't hear out of my right ear. And I couldn't for a long time, for like 3 or 4 or 5 months. And then hearing started to come back. I was at my mother-in-law's house. I came down the stairs and I was like, I told my wife, I'm like, I think I can hear. And she's like, okay. So I put an AirPod in that ear and she put on a random song on Spotify. I started singing the song. I'm like, wow, this is great. And then my wife got on my butt to get a hearing aid. So I went to Costco and got a hearing aid. And
do they feel like that was because you were in good shape that you're able to get your hearing
correct.
back?
So
yeah.
I got my hearing back, I think, because of fitness, because you have crystals up here.
Yeah.
And then when you move and do fitness like things.
So you feel like coming back to CrossFit helped you get that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The blood flow probably regained my ear back.
Oh, cool.
So, because it was, if it didn't come back, they were like, your only option is to get a cochlear implant.
Okay. And probably after a certain period of time, then you just lose the ability to hear because your brain kind of rewires or.
Yeah. So I lost like my cerebellum. And then the brain rewires itself.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's so wild.
It is.
But yeah, I could go on and on about what happened to me, but I had so many scans, had so many CT scans, MRI scans. I had a 3-month follow-up CT scan, 6-month follow-up MRI scan. The doctors said, this looks great. Like, you're back to normal. I don't feel back to normal, but
yeah,
you're getting there, man. Yeah. You're getting there.
To be like high.
Yeah, like
there. You're functioning at a high level, man, and you're doing great.
Thank
and
you so much.
You're on the path. So keep doing what you're doing. It's
inspiring.
Really freaking cool to watch.
The top doctor at Ohio State, I realized on his phone, his iPhone, he can watch his stroke patients on his phone, like live.
Oh, like what do you mean? Like their brain? Like you have something?
I think it's like your, like heart rate, your brain.
Oh, like all your vitals. Okay.
Your vitals, yeah.
How's he monitor? Do you have something that you're wearing all the time?
Yes. I don't know. He said.
Yeah.
I don't know. But he was the one making the call if I had surgery or not.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, which I didn't know till later.
You might be able to see that scan. Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw the scan from when I had the stroke versus the 6-month time.
Yeah.
Night and day difference. Wow. Oh my gosh.
It's so neat how your brain, I mean, that intrigues me
so
much.
Well, I met with the stroke doctor, the head doctor at Ohio State. He came in the room. I don't know. I waited probably like half an hour. He's the best. But he came in, he said, the man with 9 lives, nice to meet you. So I laughed at that. I will never forget that. So
that's really cool.
That's awesome, Andy. Well, hey, Kate's got to go to her class. It has been awesome having you.
Thank you so much.
This is such a cool story. And I hope somebody who's been through something can listen to this and think like, hey, I can get back there. So
yeah, like just the one message I want to tell people is just have hope, keep fighting, go on. Like, you can always move.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I like that you were like, no way, you're determined to get back to everything. That just nothing, no doubts even.
Oh, not once.
Yeah,
not
that's really
once.
cool. That's cool.
So, yeah.
Well, thanks, Andy.
Thank you.